long-term care insurance long-term care insurance training. Today we're going to go over the daily benefit, the multiplier, and the maximum benefit. All three of these components of a long-term care insurance policy are critical to determine the amount that the policy will pay for their care. So on this board here, I've got an example set up for a policyholder that has a $100 a day daily benefit. Remember, that is basically the number used in that formula. The multiplier is the time period that daily benefit will be paid out over. In this example, we have a 730 multiplier, which is basically 730 days. So if somebody billed the policy $100 a day for 730 days, the maximum benefit that it would pay out is $73,000. Now, if they only bill the policy out $50 a day for 730 days, then of course it's going to take twice as long to bill the policy out. So it'll be 4 years, but the bottom line is the maximum amount is $73,000. Now this policy here has no inflation rider on it. So it is a true, it does not have an inflation rider on it, so that is how it's going to be paid out. Now, when looking at the daily benefit and the multiplier and the maximum benefit, the next question you're going to want to ask is, does this pool of money get paid out on a daily benefit amount, a weekly benefit amount, or a monthly benefit amount? In this example here, it's paid out on a weekly benefit amount. So you have $100 a day times 7 days equals $700 a week. If it was a monthly benefit, it would be $100 a day times 30 days, or $3,000 a month. So if we're billing $25 an hour, you times that by 4, that's $100 a day. Now if we were there every single day, that would be $100 times 7 days equals $700. So what I like to do is when I'm doing the assessment for the policyholder, I want to determine how many hours of care that they're going to need. A lot of times they may only need care 3 days a week. So what I do is I basically determine that we know we're going to have a minimum of 4 hours a day. So we talk about when we come in care, we will receive care Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for about 4 hours. What I do is my standard rate is at a standard rate of $25 an hour. You're going to take $25 an hour and divide it by the weekly benefit. That's $700. That gives the policyholder 28 hours. So if a policy has a weekly benefit, in this case, if I was billing out $25 an hour, the $700 a week would be exhausted in 28 hours. So I tell the policyholder that you meet the criteria of care if they meet them. How many hours of care? You have approximately 28 hours of care a week. And I ask them, how would you want them divvied up? In at least 3 days a week with 4 hours. So if they're only doing it 3 days a week with 4 hours, they're only consuming 12 hours a week, leaving a lot of hours to add on. Now if they want care every single day, then of course that's 4 hours a day times 7, or 28 hours, or $700. So let's go through a summary here on how the benefit is paid out, what the daily benefit is, the multiplier, and the maximum benefit. Okay, so your policy may have $100 a day, $150, $200 a day. That is the daily amount that is going to basically determine, it's the formula, the number that is used in the formula. You times that by the multiplier. So if it was a 1 year or 365 days, you times that number times the multiplier, and that's going to give you the maximum benefit amount, or the pooled amount. Then you want to find out if it pays out on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, or a daily basis. So in this case, $700 on a monthly basis, $3,000. Now some of these older policies state that it pays only out on a daily maximum benefit. And if that's the case, then if you bill anything over $100 that day, then the policy will not pay out for anything over $100 in a given day. Now, if you're looking at a policy that states it has a $100 a day benefit, but it doesn't have a multiplier or a dollar amount, it just basically says it's a $100 a day benefit for 1 year. Now, what would that be? It would be a maximum benefit basically of $36,500, or 100 times 365 days, which is $36,500. However, because it does not show a dollar amount, a pooled amount like this does here on a maximum benefit, then that benefit basically, or that policy, is most likely stating that it will pay out a maximum benefit of $100 in a day, not to exceed 1 year. So if you came out every single day and billed $1 every day, at the end of the 365 days or 1 year, the policy would have only paid out $365 and it would be exhausted. On the other hand, if you came out every day and billed out $100 a day, then at the end of 365 days, the policy has been exhausted and there's no more benefits left. So it's important to realize that. You don't want to leave anything on the table for the policyholder and their benefits that they've paid out. You want to make sure that the policyholder gets the maximum benefit for what they paid into over the years. So with that being said, hopefully that shed a lot of light on how the daily benefit, the weekly benefit, the monthly benefit is determined and how much the policy will pay for their care.